First of all, I want to thank our fans. Our student section was incredible tonight. People have told me about people leaving early at halftime. It was packed. It was packed when we came back in the third quarter. It was packed really all the way through. We made a couple huge stops on third and fourth down because of the student section. They were awesome tonight. I thought our fans in general were great. We had probably, I don't know the numbers, but it looked like there was a lot of people there. And as we're building our program, we need them to keep fighting with us and keep building with us. And as we build this stadium into being a packed house, we'll continue to improve and play better. So start with that. Credit to Mississippi State. They're a good football team. I don't think there's any question about that. That didn't surprise us, that they're a very good football team. I thought we were in the game the whole way through. 7-0, 7-6, whatever it was, 10-6, 14, whatever those numbers were, 18-10, driving down at the end of the half, took a sack we shouldn't have taken. And then, but we need to be better there. And then I think it's just as we continue on, this build, we're going to go through some ebbs and flows. We have a lot of young, we have a lot of new, and we're continuing to try to improve every single day, which we will. It's exciting to see us play the way we played defensively, took the ball away 3 times. Clearly, we're getting what we emphasized there. 3 tip balls were interceptions today. And we tell our team all the time, tips and overthrows. On defense, you got to get those. On offense, you got to avoid them at all costs. And we got 3 tips that were all all interceptions. So we got to be better there in all 3 of those phases. But all in all, our guys competed till the very end. And, they played really hard tonight.
What's your assessment of how Jaden played tonight?
I think he probably had some ups and downs. There was some good plays that he made, drove us down a bunch of times, but there was just too many critical errors that we need to improve upon, and I could help him out better.
There were some plays where it looked like he could have maybe stepped up and ran. Was that something you addressed in that weekend?
Yeah, that's something we talked about. And I think we'll get better there. And I need to do a better job at practice, making sure that he recognizes that those running opportunities, when they do present themselves, to take advantage of them in a game versus sometimes in practice you want to try to get the receiver work and the DB work and whatnot. So that's on me. I think that he'll continue to improve, and Jaden's a special player, and he will continue to lead us.
Aside from Wiley's run on the opening drive, you guys really struggled to run the ball in general. How hard did that make things?
Very hard. It was very hard to run the football tonight. I would certainly say what was very frustrating was that we wound up, snapping the ball over our head, and now it's a 2nd and 19, or we never got into the good down and distances that would allow us to continue to run the football. And then we wound up having those 2-minute drives, and I'm sure I'm going to look at the stats and see that, we probably ran the ball 20 times or 25 times, but we need to be able to run the ball better, and I think when we can have balance, we're a better football team.
How did you fare against their passing attack?
I thought we did defensively, I thought we did a really, really good job all the way around. I mean, they're going to always get yards. I don't know how many they got. I saw that we ran, I think, 76 plays. They ran 74 plays. Traditionally, they are about 15 plays higher than their opponent. We wanted to make sure that we ran a lot of plays today. We tried to do that. I think in their passing game, they're always going to have some guys open. That's just, they practice it all day. That's all they, but they ran the ball well too. And, they're going to just keep passing it. They don't really care, if they're on the -5 with a minute left, they're going to throw it and continue to throw it.
With that being said, how important was time of possession today?
It's never going to be. Against them, they run the clock down to like a second, 2 seconds every single time. I can't think of many games that I researched on them in the last 15 times that they didn't win the time of possession. Mississippi State's going to win the time of possession almost every snap, or almost every game, excuse me. They're going to hold the ball. They're going to wait. They're going to snap it at 5, 4, 3, 2. We're not going to do that. We're going to play faster than that. So it'll be a challenge to win time possession against a team like that when you can't run the ball.
Did Mississippi State show you guys anything you weren't expecting?
No. They're a very good defense. And they play with they keep everything in front of them. And I thought they did a really good job. And I think that every day we're going to continue to find a way to improve. and be able to build this program that you can handle all the different looks and all the different defenses and be able to go out and execute and recognize that we're just going to get bigger, and we're just going to get stronger, and we're just going to get faster all season long and all off season as we continue to match up against teams like that.
You talk about the ups and downs of building a program. Is this kind of a case where a young team, a talented team, just goes through some growing pains?
I think as we're building this, there's going to be a lot of growing pains. I think that if we trust the process and our kids understand they're going to go out there tomorrow and they're going to have a hard practice and they're going to embrace that grind and they're going to continue to build off of it, because what we're going to see here over the next 3 years is we're going to see T-Mac make most of those plays. We're going to see Jonah continue to break tackles. We're going to see all the young guys, be able to handle some things. And I'm looking forward to that. I think every single day you see our football team improve, and as long as we can keep doing that, we'll be okay.
Why do you think the offense was so out of sync?
Down and distance. I would say down and distance got us. We were never, when we were ahead of the chains, we were okay, but we would get, we'd have a good drive or a good 4 or 5 plays, even backed up, and then we get, a negative, or, we would try to run the ball on a second down and we'd, lose a couple, or we throw an incompletion on 2nd and 10 and now it's 3rd and 10, or we had just some sacks that we took 2 sacks in 2 different drives. Those things that hurt you. We took a delay game, which was very frustrating. We've had 2 of those in 2 weeks. So we just probably didn't stay ahead of the chains as much as we should have.
What are your thoughts on Wiley and how he performs tonight?
My thoughts on Michael Wiley at all times are very strong, because I think he's just a fantastic person and a fantastic kid. He was our Wildcat of the Week last week, and he does everything right. He started the game extremely well. I mean, we had a chance to hit that screen on the left sideline that went for about 40, and they called it back when they said Jaden's knee was down, or Mike would have had another 40 yards tacked on, and we would have been driving right back down in the red zone the second drive of the game. Mike's going to do great things all the time, and he's continuing to improve.
Can you describe that play that Jackson Turner made?
The strip, and then it was everything that we asked him to do. We asked him to lawnmower the football, which is just get your hand in there and rip it out like you're starting a lawnmower. He did that. He did it tremendously. The ball was loose on the ground. He scooped it up and ran it all the way back to, I believe, the 2-yard line or something like that, and we scored the second play. Jackson does that. He's got a great feel for the ball. He almost had a pick today, had a pick last week, took the ball away that time, and appreciate his efforts every day.
What is the value for Noah Fafita just getting the game there at the end, just get his feet wet a little bit? You're always one play away at quarterback. So, if you can go in there and, that was a lot for him, right? You're going in there, you're going against a very good football team, you're down 3 scores at the time, and have to drive the field, and he drives us all the way down and made a great play. Great play on the corner. That's the first throw. The first throw was a tremendous play to get us going. Great job hitting T-Mac on the scramble on the sideline. And really, he checked that ball to T-Mac on 4th down. And for a freshman to have the moxie and confidence to be able to make an audible on 4th down and 6, in your first start, and make the right check was pretty cool. So it's a great opportunity for Noah, as we say all the time, right? I mean, our culture is strong because of the young guys that came in and because of the older guys that stayed. And we're just continuing to get started here. I believe that we're going to have great nights ahead.
Tia went down in the game to Saturday. We didn't see him return any update.
Yeah, no real update. I haven't gotten any with the trainer yet.
Was Stoops limited?
He was limited. He made a pick, but he was coming back from that injury, so we tried to keep him down to about 15, 20 plays as we're continuing to work him back up.